asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. I didn't know that mchele inakuliwa na Wakenya wengine na wanasema wanataka unga. So kuna neno moja ambao God has put in my heart and I want to speak this word shortly before we proceed. I was remembering that God was speaking to my life concerning that anytime you start to see the indication of rejection around your life, that's the first thing that God is giving you direction. Somebody say amen. The moment you start to see some rejection, if you're in a place working, if you're in an environment doing some work, if you're in a place doing some work, and then you start experiencing some rejection from the same people, even the environment you're working in, then that means that God is preparing for you another direction. Praise the Lord. And the most hardest part of it is that when God is preparing you for another direction, that's the time that people discover that this direction God is giving to a man, it's a direction that can be able to help you to advance to another level, to do something that is better. So it becomes very hard. But that is not my message that I was bringing tomorrow, that to look at the indicators of the rejection and the benefit of that rejection and how it works in a man. Praise the Lord. But now in Matthew chapter number 6, Matthew chapter number 6, I want to read it shortly from verse number 24. I want to come back to dealing with that spirit that I was talking, dealing with the spirit of mammons. Mammon spirit. Mammon spirit. Because this is the highest spirit that is in control. Either be it the economy, power, influence, and everywhere. That spiritual mammon is the one that is controlled. Jesus was speaking about it in Matthew chapter number 6, 24. Matthew chapter number 6. Let me read it from English, sorry. Matthew chapter number 6, verse number 24. Are you there? Now, the Bible says no one can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one, love the other, or else he will be loyal to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. This is one of the most controversial subjects that everybody wants to speak, where even the economy of the country is at par now, where the lifestyle of people are right now. Everybody in the whole country, in the whole world, they are talking about the economy is crumbling, things are not working out, people are working, they are quarreling, they want salary, they want their salary to be increased. Those ones who are already their salary increased, they want also to be increased more. Those ones who are on the lower cadres, they want their things to go higher and higher. But I want to speak to you shortly in this subject about mammon. Today is Monday. And now you know, understand that every time we meet on Monday here to speak prophetically concerning the day-to-day's life. And I want to take particularly from Monday to Friday for sure, every human being alive anywhere, they are looking for the way how to sustain their body. Am I right or wrong? Am I talking to someone here? People start going back to their Mecca on Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes the Muslims goes on Friday at some few hours, and then they go back to the place of work. So but 90% of the people, the occupation of their life, the occupation of their mind, the occupation of them everywhere, it is occupied on one area, that from Monday to Friday, this is how they are going to make money. Money is a mammon spirit, and this mammon spirit is strong. One, the mammon spirit has a spirit of influence. Number two, it has a spirit of power. Number three, the mammon has a spirit of control. Anytime that you have a taste of the mammon spirit within the life of the people, anywhere in a society, be it in a church, be it in a political circle, be it in a society, a man who has the mammon spirit that is in control, he has a way of accessing what we call the currencies, the finances. The same person is the only one that who can be able to control the life of people in the physical realm. Why? Because man lifestyle is all controlled at some level. A physical man, because we have three levels of man. We have one man that called soul man, we have another man called a spirit man, and we have man that called the man's body, who is a human man. That is a body who is permitted to stand and speak and walk under the face of the earth. You cannot and a spirit cannot just walk on this planet Earth, but it can only operate, cannot walk, but it cannot even do any work manually. It's only that man. Now the occupation is very true, but it's true. This man, he was, I don't know, he was taken to another demonic cult, and then in the demonic cult, the man came and slaughtered his only kid. He slaughtered it. He disconnected. He slaughtered physically, and when he slaughtered the baby, he came and covered the baby in the bedroom, and the man went on his way. The guy was making money. He was very rich. He has all the power. So there are people today who can kill in the name of money. Money is that mammon. There are people, because even the people you see, they are struggling. They are working out for the way on power. Some of them, they are not going up on power simply to look for a name. They have already have a name, but they are also looking for an extra spirit called mammon that can give them influence, honor, and power, that they can make % of the people who are the so-called Christians, who are Sunday worshippers or Saturday or Sabbath worshippers. Right now, as we are talking, it's not even a percentage of 0.09% that is in churches as we are talking right now, at a time like this, 1 o'clock, where they can spare their time and be in a place of worship. No, the majority are there running to and fro. In Daniel chapter number 12 verse number 5, the Bible says in the last days people shall be running to and fro, looking for how to get the knowledge shall increase. Now, as even we are speaking today, there are people saying, Pastor, I don't have a problem, I am listening to you, I am catching the people are running for everything, but they are forgetting that this spirit called mammon is dangerous like more than cancer, more dangerous than AIDS, because one, it influences your life. It takes your attention from the Creator and takes your attention to the very temporary things. Praise the Lord. The Bible says the devil took Jesus Christ. After he took him in the pinnacles of the temple, and he showed him, the Bible says he showed him, number one, the kingdoms. In what? The other translation says he showed him the glory. He showed him what? Now the mammon spirit has that temporary glory, because you can buy. If it's a no woman, there's a photo somebody sent me today. Was it on WhatsApp? It was on Facebook. This is a woman, looks very ugly, extremely ugly.